So we finished up our little tour of the lab and got right to work before it gets too hot. Goes a lot quicker with two people, but we dug out the rest of this part of the umbrella. And so that's kind of how the shape of it's going to be. About 6 inches down at the house, at the edge, and that's going to be covered with a layer of cardboard, or layer of plastic first, protect the cardboard, and then cardboard, then more plastic. And it's going to slope down below the ground into the rubble trench, which will drain it out that way. So we started on this side again here, doing the same thing from the house, and angling down. So we got to do that all the way around the house. So actually I don't think it'll take too long with both of us doing it. It actually goes pretty quick. So thankful to have helpers. Evan's back at work in the excavator, moving large amounts of dirt around. Alright, so the other big project is trying to get my mill to work properly again. The blade has been kind of traveling. I think it might be because of the bent bar, or I'm not sure, but we made this janky looking contraption. That's kind of a second guide for the Alaska mill to ride along over there. So hopefully it'll make it all a little bit more rigid, and also hopefully make it so I don't have to put a board on top of the log to get that first cut, which will speed things up. And so we're gonna fire up the saw and see how it does. So we had a little trouble with this cut, this last log, but it's just some problems with the setup. But I think it's doing better. I still think I have a problem with this bar here being bent or something. But I got a new chain coming today for my new bar, which I got over here, just narrow gauge and straight, so that should help. But we got this cut off, and hopefully this will make it quicker for the next cuts we make. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, it's been a good day so far. Last night we had a movie night down at base camp. Josh set up, and we watched Ben Law's roundwood timber framing video. That was really nice to see. He's a master craftsman for sure. And then we watched the 3 DVD set about Sepp Holzer. That was really inspiring as well. But got up this morning, did a lot of good work. Kept digging out around the house. Got this whole backside completed here, so we're at least halfway done with the house. Back over there won't actually need to be dug too much, but yeah, we got the slope and the drainage ditch here. We'll have to make sure it's all sloped correctly. Probably got to dig some more out of here, but be ready for the cardboard and the tarps pretty soon. I gotta get some tarps and some more cardboard probably, but I also realized I gotta go to town and get some pipes, because I want to do earth tubes up over the roof and back through the mast back there. So need about $150 worth of that, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to swing that one of these days. And then I got to put that in before we bury that part of the umbrella, because those tubes have to be underneath the umbrella. But we got this done one step at a time. There's still more to dig. Now I got the other chain in the mail for my new bar on my chainsaw, so I'm gonna go put that on the chainsaw and see if we can mill up some boards and see if it's a little bit faster, because I definitely need more boards for all these retaining walls. So I just got the new chain and bar set up on my saw, and use the new mill setup, and it's working really good. It's definitely way faster than the old chains. It's crazy how much, like, I don't know, a millimeter of difference makes. Also brand new chain. But it's making these kind of ripples in here. I'm not sure what that's from. I don't know if the chain's too tight or the saw's vibrating or what, but it's not a big deal. It's just kind of cosmetic, but it definitely is a lot faster, so I'm excited about that. Alright, so it's the afternoon. Took a little break after our milling project, And now we just went out and got another tree. It was right there where that stump's at. But we got it all loaded into the back of the truck. I realize it's probably a little overloaded for my truck right now, but they're all in there. Yeah, this was way easier with some help. It would have taken me an hour to do all this, but we got it done in like 15 minutes, so I'm real happy about that. We got more logs to mill. So I'm really liking the way this new mill setup is working. It makes it a lot easier. I don't have to put that big board up on top to make the first cut. I can just let the saw float over the log because it's supported by the rail. And we've been doing pretty quick boards here. I got our first log almost cut. There's one more board we can get out of that. And Jonathan's trying out this little flexible draw knife that somebody sent all the ants. Works pretty good, just for peeling off the bark while it's still wet and accessible. But we got some beautiful boards coming out of these trees. Hey, good morning there. I'm back on the job here at the house. I've just been cleaning up a bit, trying to get everything out of the way. Over here, I gotta clean up all this wood. It's back under here. I've been storing it, and get this whole area cleared out so that we can finish digging around. Got Jonathan back here continuing to dig out from what we did yesterday. So do the same around the back here, around the front there, and get this big job finished before Jonathan heads back out and back to working on my own. So, gotta get it done. So we dug all morning and we finally got this whole umbrella almost completely finished. I left this little walkway here so I don't fall flat on my face when I go to pee at night. But I'll dig that out later when I'm ready to actually lay down the umbrella. But as you can see, it goes all the way around the back here and all the way around. It's kind of like I said, an umbrella with a bit of a gutter on the outside, so that all the water from the high point here will drain around both sides and into the low point over by those two posts over there. And the reason I did that with the gutter is because the whole point of this umbrella, or one of the points of this umbrella, is to keep all this dirt under here dry, all around the house. And so in effect, dry and insulated, so that in fact this whole mass of dirt becomes part of the thermal mass that helps to keep this this house cool in the summer and warm in the wintertime. And so we need the insulation part to insulate that mass, to keep it away from the sometimes below zero temperatures here in the winter. And we need the umbrella part of it, the waterproof part, as well as the gutter, because if dirt gets wet, it conducts heat much quicker. And so if it gets wet, it's just going to conduct all that saved heat right out and into the dirt around it. And so we need the gutter to prevent all the water that comes off of this umbrella from just going into the dirt right here and getting our mass wet. So that's a bit of how it works. If you want to learn more about this whole technique, it's mostly based off of John Haight's book, Passive Annual Solar Heating. He was able to build houses in this climate, actually in Missoula, that didn't need any heating or cooling and stayed about 72 degrees all year round, which is pretty amazing. So if you imagine if all the houses in America were built like that, or a significant portion of them, heating and cooling costs, all that energy, all that oil, all that coal, all that wood heat, whatever it is, we wouldn't be burning all that. There's no reason to build the houses we were building now, when we can build them like this. This technique's been around for a while. So this is my attempt at making all that work very cheaply, you know. So we'll see how it goes. Give you guys a little update on what Ben's been doing, because it's pretty amazing. It's gotten pretty far with just simple tools and some gumption. What's you doing, Ben? You got a kitchen, or a shelf, or a roof. That's pretty amazing.
Arbor in the kitchen?
Yeah. And you're building, this is the arbor?
Yep.
Cool. Are those walls gonna come down from here into the kitchen this way?
Yeah, they're gonna go like this.
Oh, cool. Wow.
I'm just stealing all your ideas.
Yeah, I told Ben about this as a way to cut your posts to make sure they're all at the same level. Is you attach a board and then you use a level to make the board level, and then use that as a guide to cut your posts. So some of you might have seen me do that when I was building my house last year. Works pretty well. There we go. A little deeper on this side. Cool. So we were working on some bracing going in over here, and it started raining. Beautiful sunny day, and a little bit of thunderstorms or just light rain coming through. See? Sunny, sort of. Good morning. You can see up here at neighbor Tom's house, he's got a big piece of equipment out here, and he's going to put these trusses up on this cabin, so he needed a crew. So me, Josh, and Gaffer Jonathan came up to help out today. So it's going to be some fun, working with the equipment and working up on top of a roof. It's getting kind of late in the day. We got about half of the trusses up. Running into some problems with the house not being completely level, which is a big surprise out here in the woods. But I don't know, still having fun. It's a good day to work out here. Hopefully we get this finished today. So we finished working today. Didn't quite get all the trusses up, but we had a good long day. Hung out with Tom and his friend for a little while, and best part about working up here on the hill is we get to ride our bikes down. So me and Josh, he's got a nice mountain bike too, and we're gonna ride down the hill back into the valley. It'll be fun.
I'm sure he misses all those campfires that we had.
Morning again. We've been working a couple hours again, getting the rest of these trusses up here at Tom's. We got all the roof trusses up, and next we just gotta lift this glass gable up there. So that's a fun project. I think it weighs a lot. This has been fun. I like doing this kind of work. And look at that. It's almost a house. So next, the boom operator is going down to get like a cage that attaches into that, so we can stand on that and do the sheeting without having to stand on the roof. So that'll be really nice. So this is the awesome little cage thing that we're going to stand on. Fit all our tools, all our plywood up there. Let's move up and down the roof. We finished the roof. Got all the sheathing up there. Me and Josh were standing out on the end of this kind of diving board looking thing way up there on top. Is kind of fun. Kind of like a crazy amusement park ride. But yeah, it's been fun. This is a whole lot different from what we're doing in the ant village, but it's still fun to build stuff. Especially the house turned out to be really big. Big old attic space. 2 bedrooms. So I'm back down at the plot after working up there at the neighbors, Tom and Debbie, the last couple days. Still got to do a lot of work on my house here, so I think I'm going to do some milling now. Thankfully, Jonathan was here. We got a collection of logs, which I can mill up, so that was cool. But yeah, I'm super thankful to be able to go up there and work so close here. I was stressing a little bit a few days ago because I need to get some supplies for my house and don't have the money for it, but now I do, so it works out really well. I get to help them out, they get to help me out. It's good to be friends with your neighbors. You never know what a beneficial relationship will happen. So I'm gonna do some milling now, try to get some boards cut up, and yeah, get back to work on my own house. Well, it's been a busy week, but sure got a lot done. A lot closer to getting my house finished, one step at a time, bit by bit. Yeah, it was good. Last night, Tom, the neighbor, he actually came down and brought us some refreshments, and we got to show him around, give him a little tour, which is cool. He's never actually been here, well, not since we started doing this. So it was cool to hang out with the rest of the guys. We went and had dinner. It was really, really fun. Yeah, Evan was doing some excavating over there on Steve's plot. And it's coming over here soon. As soon as he's done over there, it's going to come over to my plot. And so I got to get ready for that. A lot of work to do. Got to get the house buried. Got to get more materials. Got to mill up a bunch more lumber. So there's a lot of work left to do. Time's growing short, but got to keep going at it. That's it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. As always, go to patreon.com/JesseGrimes if you want to help support what I'm doing here with a per video donation, or just to see the rest of my videos and follow what I'm doing. You can follow me on Instagram at OneHeartFire, and check out oneheartfire.org too if you want to learn more about permaculture and my design business, earthcaredesign.com, and all that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.